Welcome to Riveredge Nature Center. We're so glad you decided to join us for a program. When you arrive in our parking lot, we're going to ask that you grab everything you need in order to have a great time while you're here visiting. Things might include a water bottle, a snack, applying sunscreen, putting on some bug spray, and making sure your shoes or boots are tied on tight.
Hi everyone, I'm here to participate in a Riveredge program today. So before I head into our check-in spot, I want to make sure that I have already put my bug spray on, I've already done my sunscreen, I have my mask in case we're going to be inside or within 6 feet of each other, and probably the most important thing, I have my water bottle full from home.
When you arrive for your program and you grab everything you need from your vehicle, please note that our main building will be open for restroom use for the public. Make your way up the ramp and to our front door. Please note that traffic through the visitor center at this time is one way. You'll come in this front door and you'll exit our west door. Don't worry, we'll have staff and volunteers inside to help direct you to where to go. Ready to check in? Follow the signs that you see on the landscape. You'll also notice that we will use polydots or chalk on the sidewalk paths to make sure you're staying distant from other participants who may be waiting to check in. Welcome to Frog Fest. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I am fantastic.
So right now it's 1 o'clock. Can you tell me what time did you sign up to check in with your family?
Our start time is 1:15.
Okay, 1:15, that's great. You'll have enough time to make sure you're all ready for the day. Hopefully your water bottle's full and you've been inside to use the restrooms.
Everyone else is finishing up and will be joining me right over here soon.
Great. Can you tell me, is everyone in your family feeling healthy today?
We are.
Wonderful. Well then I'm gonna come and give you a map. Your first station is gonna start here to my left. You're gonna head down the brick patio and into our children's garden.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your time. When you arrive at a station for Frog Fest, a Riveredge educator will be there to greet you. Your family will work with that educator to learn all there is to see at that particular station. There'll be lots of stuff for you to safely interact with. Keep in mind that frogs and amphibians usually breathe through their skin at some point in their life cycle. So we're gonna ask that you try not to use hand sanitizer before you come in direct contact with our aquatic friends. Many of the frogs, toads, turtles, and amphibians that call Riveredge home will breathe through their skin at some point in their life, and hand sanitizer doesn't help them do that. At some of our stations at Frog Fest, you will be given equipment like we've given Steph here. Some of the equipment you'll use will include a strainer. We'll be sure to supply one of those per family so that they're not being shared with other families. You might find an ID book to help you figure out what you've caught. A life cycle packet created by our Riveredge educators. And lastly, the big white basin that Steph's holding there that everything fits nicely in, that will likely be filled up with a little bit of water so that whatever you catch can continue to move, breathe, and live. Okay, Merton family, it's time for you to gather your supplies, set your critters free, and rotate to the next station. This is likely something that you'll hear at this year's Frog Fest. Your Riveredge educator will ask you after 20 minutes of exploring to rotate to the next station. There's more for you to see and we want to make sure you can get to it all.